Hey, happy Saturday, everybody. I am just wanting to share some insights that I've had today, or actually recently, not just today. But here I am. This is what I look like when I wake up in the morning, sort of. I've been thinking a lot about my own personal journey and how just life in general is bumpy and it's not perfect, and things just kind of happen. I guess where I'm going with this is I've been on my program for over a year. I got to a weight I got in to the weight that I'm at right now, basically losing 40 pounds in a really short period of time. And I got comfortable and I've stayed there and I feel really good. But what I've been learning about myself is how self-sabotage shows up in our lives and what that looks like. And though I think I was aware of it before, I was never as keenly aware of it as I am today. And I have to say that in the past year, I've spent more time working on myself and learning more about myself than I ever have in my entire life. And for some people, that can be really scary. For others, it's really empowering and it's enlightening. For me, it's been all of it. But the reason why I'm sharing this is because, I have found myself, as I've been kind of learning more about myself and why I do things the way that I do and how kind of things operate in my life and how self-sabotage shows up, is that, we get comfortable in the not having to do the work, or, I don't know, I'm kind of rambling, but anyway, self-sabotage has shown up in many, many ways in my life, from work to my self-care to all sorts of things. And a lot of it comes down to lack of self-worth. And that's one of the things that I have been working on the most in the past several months, is finding my self-worth and where that stems from, and relationships from a childhood, and how that ends up showing up. And it's makes me emotional, how it shows up in your life. 11 years ago, my dad passed away. And we learned all the things that he was going through that we never even knew. He wasn't taking care of himself, and he passed away from things that were mostly preventable. And I went through a phase of my life where I was extremely scared of every little thing. I became a hypochondriac. I had all this anxiety, and I went and had every single systems check done in my body. I had my eyes checked. I had my, went to go get a physical, had an EKG done because my dad died of a heart attack. All these things. But I had so much anxiety all the time, every time I'd go to the doctor, that my blood pressure would be super high. So if I knew my blood pressure was going to be taken, I wouldn't go to the doctor. How stupid is that? It's just so stupid. So I went to the dentist, and this was all 11 years ago. They took my blood pressure. Well, guess what? I had no idea they were going to take it. It was totally normal. But because I knew that they were going to take it, forget going regularly after that, because Lord knows I didn't want to, be worried and stressed out because I'm going to go somewhere where they're going to take my blood pressure. So, which that in and of itself makes no sense, because I had family members that had strokes. So, high blood pressure is really scary. But anyway, so how self-sabotage and lack of self-care showed up for me in the last 11 years was not taking care of myself. I went vegan for 2 years after my dad passed away, because I thought, oh, well, this is the answer. This is how I'll take care of myself. Well, I wasn't still taking care of myself. So fast forward to now, and actually a year ago, May 25th, when I started this program, which my health coach and one of my dearest friends, didn't even want to share it with me, because she knew that I didn't eat packaged processed foods. She knew that I have permanent residence in Whole Foods. That may make me sound super obnoxious, but that's just the way I've lived my life. don't eat a bunch of junk, but I was very unhealthy. And so when she finally shared this program with me, it literally saved my life, because it took me out of the place where I was. It gave me freedom from having to worry about what I was going to put in my, eat every single day, how I was going to take care of myself. And everything in my life has transformed ever since then. I recently have been on this major kick of self-care and how incredible it feels. Like, I've always wanted to, I've got friends that are like, had regular, visits to their doctors. And I would always look at them and think, God, I would never do that. I mean, what would that look like to do that? What would it look like to go to the dentist regularly or go to have your annual checkup? My child has always had her regular things. She always had her annual checkups, goes to the dentist every 6 months. All the things are being done for her, but it was me that wasn't taking care of me. So anyway, like I said, I've been recently, taking care of myself. Went to the dentist, had my dental work done. Everything was fine, which is a miracle considering I hadn't been to the dentist in 11 years. Oh, they didn't take my blood pressure, whatever. Anyway, but I'm no longer giving that so much power. I am making regular appointments to take care of myself, because if I don't, who's going to do it? I don't even have words to express where I am today versus where I was before. I look at pictures of myself before and I think, oh my God, I can see it in my eyes. I can see it in my skin, how tired I was, how stressed I was, how anxious I was all the time. And I was just getting by every day, just doing the normal things, but doing them in misery. And today, I have vibrancy in my life. I have meaningful relationships with people. The way that I feel about myself is so different from the way that I used to feel about myself. This isn't about losing weight. It's about taking ownership of your health and making yourself a priority and learning about how you show up for yourself and other relationships in your life. And when you start doing things that you're taking care of, everything else changes in your life. I've reached a point where, I'm not concerned about what other people think about me. I don't focus a whole lot on, whether someone likes me or not. I like me, and that's all that matters. I'm trying to be a really good example for my 14-year-old. And I don't know. I have some incredibly enriching relationships today with my friends and with clients that have become really dear friends. I know how to, I don't know. Like I said, kind of going back to this program, it has changed my life. And the one thing that I will say about it is, because there's always people that are like, oh, I don't want to do that, or I don't like this, or I don't like that. That's fine. But if you found something that was literally going to transform you, wouldn't you want to know about it? Wouldn't you want to do it? Wouldn't you want to feel like, why wouldn't you want to say yes to that? I can't express it enough. I don't have enough words to say how, what I'm doing today has completely changed my life. I don't have enough words to say it. Every day I wake up and I am happy to be in my life, and I'm happy to be in the relationships with the people that I'm in with. And I want to get up and take care of myself and fix myself up. Today I'm going to go take a walk. And I've learned how to prioritize things. And hi, Nancy. I've learned how to, instead of saying, I don't have time for this, or I don't want to do that, or, oh, I just can't do that, or I can't do this. It's changing the language from I can't to it's not a priority. And when you do that, things change, because it kind of hits home with you on how you make things happen in your life. You can make excuses, or you can be honest with yourself. Me being honest with myself is saying, hey, you know what? I got to this weight. I'm 5'2". No, I'm 5'1" and a fourth. And I got to 144 pounds. I have self-sabotaged my way into staying and maintaining this weight, which is not a healthy BMI for my size, for my height, for my age. And because I've gotten comfortable. And part of that has to do with me never having been really small or at a really healthy weight, not since I was before puberty, and being afraid of what that looks like. I've never had that before. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what I'm going to feel. I'm sure when I get there, I'm going to feel absolutely incredible because I feel incredible today. But it's also a mindset thing. I don't know what it feels like. My brain doesn't know how to process being at that healthy weight. So I'm excited for that. I've made the decision that moving forward, today from today on, this is where I want to be. I want to get to my healthy goal, and be at a healthy BMI and pull myself out of situations or health situations where I don't have to worry about type 2 diabetes like my dad had and died from, and heart attack. I don't want to have to worry about high cholesterol. I got all my blood work done yesterday. For the first time in my lifetime, I'm excited to get these numbers back because I want to see where I am. I'm tired of sticking my head in the sand and not knowing where I am or just, putting it aside. Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Not taking control of your health is not fine. It's scary. And it takes away information for you and puts burden on other people that love you. So today, my commitment to myself is to be 100% on my program and stop self-sabotaging because I understand why I do it, and move forward and get to where I want to go and be at my healthy BMI and continue to have the amazing life that I've started having, and continuing to make my dreams come true and those around me. I support others on their journeys, and I do it passionately because I know that this program works. I don't have any other words to say other than that. It works. If you do it 100%, you will see your results and you will feel absolutely unbelievable. I've got my clients who are very private and don't really like to share, which is fine, but I'm going to encourage you guys to get out there and share your story. If my coach hadn't shared her story with me, which she was one of my best friends, I had no idea she was silently suffering with all the things she was suffering with. If she didn't even tell me these things, I had no idea. She had no idea I was suffering with what I was suffering with. My joints hurt. I didn't sleep well. I could bet $1 million I probably had sleep apnea. I never got tested for it. But I would wake up in the middle of the night and would wake up super tired the next day. My quality of sleep was horrible. I was treating myself like a college student and in my 40s, and that's dangerous. I was putting myself on a path to major self-destruction. And I'm grateful that I don't drink. I don't smoke. I'm grateful that I don't do drugs or anything like that, and haven't had any of that in my life for a very long time. But I guess the name of the game is self-care. And if you love yourself enough, care for yourself. I would give anything to coach you. I love what I do. This is my passion. And I want to watch you be your healthiest self. I was on an island my whole life trying to do things my own way, figuring it out. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing that. None of the things that I was doing were working, period. They weren't working. And I thought I knew it all. And when I surrendered and decided to say yes to this, it completely changed my life. I frankly don't care what I eat anymore. I have no attachment to food, which is a big deal because I used to spend a lot of time planning out who I was going to go have lunch with. So if you've known me long enough to know all that part of me and how many times I would call you and say, hey, let's go have lunch. Let's go to Chewy's. Let's go here. Let's go there. You know today how different that is for me. I want to be there for you and help you get to that place as well. It's not about what I eat. It's about how I'm showing up for myself. And today that looks like taking care of finances, taking care of my home, taking care of my health, taking care of my family, taking care of all the things that need to be taken care of, and loving myself enough to say yes to taking care of those things. So if you have someone on your heart that you are concerned about, or you really want to share this gift with, share it. There is no better gift than giving someone the gift of health. I want to normalize not shaming people for being unhealthy, because that doesn't work. But I want to normalize, sharing the gift of health with other people. If you're one of my clients, I encourage you to share your story with others, because I learned today being a beacon of light is so important. And if my coach hadn't shared her story with me, I wouldn't be where I am today. Some of my clients can probably say the same thing. If their friends hadn't shared, they wouldn't be where they are today, having the successes that they're having, feeling the way that they do. It's giving hope to others. And if you don't feel confident, if you're one of those people who's out, in the mall or whatever, in the grocery store, looking at the smaller people and thinking to yourself, I could never look like that. Oh my gosh, look at how small this person is. Look how tiny they are. Look how healthy they look. I could never be that. Yes, you could. You can be that. And you owe it to yourself to take care of yourself. So you can be that. You can be healthy. It's not about tiny. It's not about losing all this weight. It's about being healthy. And there's nothing more important than that. Being sick is expensive. Point blank. I don't even know how many doctor bills my dad racked up in the hospital when he died of his heart attack. I have no idea. I don't want that for myself. I don't want that for my family. I don't want my family to be saddled with that kind of thing. So I said yes to me. Say yes to you. Say yes to you, because you owe it to yourself and your family. And if you're ready, when you're ready, if you're not ready today, maybe you'll be ready in 6 months, a year, I don't know. I'm here. I heard this on one of our leadership calls this morning. I'm holding space for you to say yes to yourself. And when you're ready, if you want me to coach you, I would love to be that person with you, leading you, guiding you alongside your own journey. And just reach out, because I would love to, be on this journey with you. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. It's Saturday morning. Go enjoy your day and your weekend. And happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, and the moms who have to be dads because dads aren't there. So love you guys all. Thanks.